Hi everyone, this is Terry Nazon, and these are the horoscopes for November 20th through November 27th for the sign of Taurus and also Taurus rising. And of course, this week is a great week because it starts off with the planet Venus, who's in the sign of Scorpio, your relationship and marriage zone, or your others zone, as I like to say. And she's sextiling the planet Pluto. So this packs a punch, it packs a lot of power. And of course, if some of you have had some people who are jealous of you or jealousy has entered your relationships in any way, it could be time to deal with it. Maybe there will be some new information, maybe the conversation will get opened up, or maybe someone will just move on. And I'm wondering, will that someone be you? And of course, the sun enters the sign of Sagittarius this week, so it solarizes or empowers the sign of Sagittarius. And the sign of Sagittarius is your 8th house. And with Saturn here, it hasn't been easy to clear up your credit, pay loans, and not get those pesky late fees off of your bank statement or your bank account. There would have been some kind of financial dealing where somebody like shakes you down for money or doesn't let you get past go without paying up, or maybe you just had a fear of moving on and asking for credit. Since the sign of Sagittarius is new experiences, moving on, thinking big. So Saturn here would have a restrictive influence. Well, anyway, you're a Taurus, you rule money. So this would be an important area of your life. So maybe now you'll have more motivation and you won't be so afraid, which is a Saturn thing, by the way. And maybe you'll be willing to overcome all obstacles. As many of you are, because the planet Uranus, of course, from time to time has jumped in and given the planet Saturn a little boost here and there, and especially where your money and your self-esteem, okay, is indicated. So you've gotten a few, how do I want to say this? You had a few experiences where overcoming challenges was not as hard as you thought it was going to be, or where you just tried something and guess what? Maybe you were right, or it worked out fabulously. So now, as Saturn is ending its transit into, moving into the sign of Capricorn, it's time to overcome challenges. And the sun, here comes the sun. And the sun is in the sign of Sagittarius, and this is solarizing, empowering, bringing some self-confidence to your 8th house. Joint finances if you're married, overcoming problems with credit, debt, loans, and of course getting paid for what you're worth, money that people owe you, money you owe people, and straightening things out there, overcoming challenges and fears, whatever that may be. So this week can be a stellar week for that. Right around Thanksgiving, the moon is going to be in the sign of Aquarius, and of course you may be typical Taurus. The sign of Aquarius, of course, is your solar 10th house. You'll spend it with important types or parents. That's what the 10th house can rule also. Authority figures, parents, teachers, bosses, coaches, or just anybody that, holds the key to opening the door for you. This week is quite a good week because the planet Neptune also resumes direct motion. And of course, if you're sensitive enough, maybe you'll feel it. And of course, Neptune rules the usual stuff, deception, self-deception, because we always self-deceive ourselves too. It can rule compassion for others. Sometimes we're overly compassionate. We feel too sorry for somebody. And of course, as Neptune resumes direct motion, this is going to bring some kind of enlightenment. And it could bring maybe relevant news about a friendship, or maybe you learn something about a friend, since this is your solar 11th house. And maybe it's a group activity that you're going to be involved with, or maybe you'll make new friends. Maybe you would have thought something about a friend that really wasn't true. So it's also a time when secrets can be revealed. But it's about friends, acquaintances, mentors, higher ups, and if there's been any confusion or misunderstanding, well, Neptune going direct can certainly straighten things out. And of course, other things going on, we have the second quarter moon this week in the sign of Pisces, which of course gets things started. And so if you've been out there trying your hardest to impress higher ups and get the people to give you what you want, especially on the job, at work, or you wanted that recognition from someone to say, yes, you get to pass go, yes, you get the promotion, yes, you can do this, Well, perhaps with that second quarter moon, you can find that out. Maybe you'll have a dream come true.